Warning, some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is this? Can you explain me? You cannot do this. Fucking nuts. You can't do this. This is illegal, you understand? You can't do this. Fucking poor fish. What the fuck are you doing? You eat this? Man, you can't do this. Where are you from? Where are you from? What is this? Ah, for fuck's sakes, lads. You're fucking serious? Do you eat this? Where are you from? Release every single fish back now.
Yeah. I go home, yeah.
No.
As you can see, that was a bit of a hard watch there. Foreigners coming in, raping another river. But sure, what do you expect? I made a video previously on the topic of poaching in Ireland, and I urge everyone to watch that video as well. But that video actually went kind of somewhat viral. It was one of my best performing videos due to many factors. One of them was the hot topic of immigration. The video started doing the rounds on get the foreigners out group chats on Telegram and far right tropes and stuff like that there. It was a hot topic at the time of publishing due to many factors such as Saviour of the Republic, Mr. Conor McGregor going to the White House had the topic of immigration fresh in the minds of the working class, and everyone wanted to jump on the bandwagon. The comments on that video were a bit toxic as well. Everyone was giving out about foreigners, not just in Ireland, all over the world. Canadians were giving out about people from not their country, Europeans, Netherlands, Germany, fucking Poland, France, Ireland, UK was a big one as well. But yeah, that was all very fucking agenda based as well, but the comments did go off on it, and I tried to be very unbiased. This here video is also to be unbiased, that there was obviously foreigners, but Irish people are poaching as well, and let me get into that. So basically there's this guy on Facebook who is basically making a few viral videos at the minute, calling out the IFI, calling out many governing bodies within Ireland for systemic corruption, such as, you know, backhanders received by the IFI, corruption within An Garda Síochána, particularly about people dying within Garda detention. He's making a few viral videos and he's causing a lot of a stir at the minute on social media. I urge everyone to go check this guy out. Check him out before he's shut down, because he's talking about stuff that the system and the establishment don't want to be known and that within the public domain. So I'll leave a link for his social media in my description. Basically he's given out as well about Irish people poaching just as much. In my previous video I made a claim as well that Facebook groups naming and shaming doesn't actually contribute to any sort of deterrent for poaching, especially at the minute. I think kind of done a 180 on a full turnaround. I think keep naming and shaming and posting on Facebook. We wouldn't have this information available if it wasn't for social media and Facebook posts and stuff like this here. Of the poaching at the start of the video, that was shared to Facebook. Hopefully it causes enough outrage within the fishing community that IFI can't look the other way and will take serious repercussion action against the people involved. It is a bit disgraceful now, but that's the way it is. On the flip side of that as well, people posting about rivers that are performing very well on Facebook. I've seen a river close by my own locality in Donegal. They were catching salmon like fuck coming out of it, and it was flying, and everyone was catching salmon, posting salmon running on it. And then once that had been, you know, it was common knowledge that there was a good salmon run and there was a good amount of fish going up that river, the sheer inevitable had happened. People started setting nets to poach and illegally keep them salmon as well. So that's something that, you know, there's like a fine margin between what should go on Facebook, whether it be sensitive information or rivers. You know, people might exploit that as well if they have ill intentions of cleaning and raping out rivers. That's where Facebook, you know, can have a deterrent on it. But absolutely keep naming and shaming these people make them not a safe place for them within the community. And yeah, hopefully something they'll think twice about going out and raping rivers. Another thing as well, the older generation I've mentioned before in my previous video, a well-known fishing content creator within Ireland put up a brilliant video about salmon fishing recently. Now, he's not predominantly a salmon angler, but he made a damn good video, very educational, very, you know, shined a light on the sport. It was brilliant for salmon education as well as tourism. It's something the tourism board could have got behind, and it was brilliant. He sent me a message as well saying the hate he's received within the salmon community because he posted a video showcasing the brilliant rivers, that information shouldn't be out in the public domain because it's, you know, it takes away from their sport as such. As you can see, he released the 3 salmon in the video, and people were behind fake profiles saying that he's going to report them to the IFI because they didn't like what they see on the camera. I used to get stuff like that sent to me all the time saying that, you know, I'm leaking sensitive information for assholes to come down and poach. I just, you know, just haters, old salty people within the salmon fishing community. Just, you know, you can't really win with these people. They're just fucking backward mentality that, you know, their information is sacred, that they shouldn't be sharing that with other young fellas coming along that are doing a good job and showcasing the sport for what it is. The more anglers on the bank, the better. There's more legitimate anglers patrolling the bank to keep an eye out for, you know, poachers and people who are, you know, not following the rules and raping out rivers, that they're being patrolled, they're being watched and monitored, as well as they're doing things legitimately, as well as paying their licence and fees. Even if he was to keep a salmon, which who's to say he wasn't within his rights, he could have been tagged in open fishery, these people would still be hating. So just wind their fucking necks in a wee bit. It annoys me as well. I get these comments all the time too. I don't pay into them, I just laugh because grown men getting up in arms, really angry about what they see on a screen is quite sad in my opinion. Another thing I've seen very recently within the fishing community is people's distrust in the Irish fishing, IFI, what does that even stand for? What is IFI? Inland Fisheries Ireland. Another post I've seen on Reddit of all places was the general public's distrust of the IFI, how it's a corrupt, shady organisation, and how they've been put through the ringer for not, you know, following the rules correctly, or what they would interpret as not doing things their way, and how they've put through courts and fines and mental health struggles and all the rest.
Maybe they should spend time on stocking and sorting the canals instead of bringing people to court in Dublin. I was done for fishing for trout out of season. I can honestly say I have never fished for trout, especially out of season. I fought it and went to court. They had the solicitor that fights murder trials in Ireland, like the head honcho. And I had a local guy. Every one of them lying cunts said I had bait that could be used for trout, spinners, and they said I was fishing for trout. Absolute fucking cunts. I presumed honesty would prevail. Big mistake, they lied, 3 of them versus 1 of me. Obviously I lost. I lost all belief in our justice system, and it just proves that IFI are a fucking scam organization that don't give a fuck about Irish anglers. Thanks for sharing. Sorry to hear of your experience. The IFI are another shady crowd with jobs for the lads. They won't go after the foreigners because they're afraid of them.
While foreigners walk off scot-free seems to be the general consensus within the fishing community in Ireland, that these organisations take favour over to non-nationals as opposed to Ireland. That's why people have such a distrust. Now, I don't buy into these claims because I've made a point before, every single interaction I've had with an IFI officer have been nothing but pleasant. I like to see them on the bank. I like to see them, you know, keeping an eye on things and, you know, making sure things are done legitimately and all the rest. But there is a general consensus where people do have distrust in them as well. I've been checked 3 times in 1 week on a river for my licence, which is good. I don't mind that because it's, you know, showing that they're checking rivers and patrolling, which is good. But people do absolutely, the general consensus is that people do despise them with it. They're just universally seems to be hated within the fishing community. I have a few screenshots of what that may look like as well. Another thing as well, on the IFI social media posts, they have all their comments turned off. You know, in a democratic society, they're not open to debate or new ideas or criticism. That just shows that doesn't really sit right with me. Even Simon Harris's comments are turned on, for fuck's sake. So you can't have an open discussion with them because of the abuse, because of the corruption that the general public may interpret associated with them. So yeah, no, that's something to consider as well. Let me know in the comments what your understanding or experience have been with the IFI. Let me know, give me a text, or let me know in the comments below. Just a little wee call to action as well, folks. If in relation to that video I shared at the start, please report that to IFI. I'll leave the email in the description and the phone number as well. Keep at them. The more
bring the guards, bring the guards, bring the guards. Guards have to be ranked. Watch.
Guards to look into it. Grass them out to fuck. That's probably the only time where snitching is fucking deemed acceptable. As well as that, yeah. If you have any more thoughts on the topics mentioned, be sure to get in touch. Do you think foreigners are getting scapegoated for a common problem within the fishing community, or are Irish people just more shady and sneaky about it? Or are they IFI corrupt? Just let me know. Get in touch with myself if you have any positive experiences with the IFI bailiffs or the system itself, or if you have any negatives. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to email them with the evidence of this poaching that's going on as well, and I urge everyone to do it the same as well. So give me a like, give me a follow, and subscribe for more, and keep at the good fishing.